Hi, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with the new Taylor Builder's Edition K24ce. The Builder's Edition is a line of guitars that Taylor and Taylor's chief designer, Andy Powers, came up with a couple of years ago, and it was actually used to introduce the V-Class bracing when that came out. And they've kind of added to that line over time, and it's kind of a special line that differentiates itself from the standard Taylor lines with some of the features, and in some cases, kind of new things that they're trying out. And this is the latest example of that. It's a pretty spectacular guitar. What the K24ce is, if you know Taylor's, you know that K stands for koa, and indeed this guitar is built with koa top, back, and sides. And it's not just any koa, it's really pretty spectacularly flamed koa, just beautifully book matched. The back especially has this really beautiful grain and book matching. So already we have stunning woods all the way around that really place this at the top end of Taylor's offerings. But we also have some unique Builder's Edition features. It has the armrest bevel, which is of course found on several Taylor models now, makes the guitar very comfortable to hold. But it also has the double contoured cutaway, and that is something that's only been available on Builder's Edition guitars. It sort of adds an additional bevel right down here and gives you really comfortable access all the way up, even further than with just a normal cutaway. Other Builder's Edition features are the rounded edges throughout, which again makes the guitar very comfortable to hold. This guitar also has the slightly modified new bridge shape, which Taylor introduced with the Grand Pacific models last year. And this is the first time I've seen this on a guitar other than a Grand Pacific. And I think it really complements the sort of the curves and the bevels and the general feature of this guitar quite nicely. And it's great to see Taylor kind of using some of these, mix and matching some of these features from different models. The guitar has a fairly elaborate package of appointments. You can see that it has Power Ferro purfling all the way around the top and the back, and that of course offsets the koa top with the koa binding quite beautifully, and it really makes a statement for a fairly high-end, somewhat flashy instrument. In the fingerboard, the guitar has the spring vine inlay, and that extends into the peg head. So again, between the inlay and the Power Ferro purfling, it also has a Power Ferro rosette. The guitar really does make a statement that is quite classy. The guitar uses Goto 510 tuners with a 1:21 gear ratio. That's a very high ratio. It's got the Delta series buttons on it. And of course it also includes the ES2 electronic systems with controls right here in the upper bout and the pickups behind the saddle and the bridge. The V-Class bracing has two braces that kind of start on each side of the sound hole, go into a V shape down to the tail block, and there are a couple of transverse braces as well. And Taylor really feels that this is contributing really to a new sound of theirs. And it's hard to argue with the results. The guitars are beautifully balanced, as you heard me play it fingerstyle in Nygaard earlier, even playing with some moving bass lines and things. Everything is audible, and it's great intonation on the guitar, and just creates a very precise sound all around, which is something that Taylor's always been known for, but this really kind of elevates it to a new level. Let me also show you what the guitar sounds like strummed with a pick. Guitars with a koa top tend to have kind of a natural compression because the top's a little harder and stiffer than a softwood like a spruce or cedar top would be, and a lot of people really like them for those kind of styles. And this guitar is no exception. I think it sounds really nice when I'm strumming it. I'm now in drop D tuning, so I'm still getting a very rich bass out of the guitar. This mid-sized body really delivers in that regard. And I'm getting a great balance and great volume. So let me show you what that sounds like. you can kind of hear that compression kicking in a little bit as I'm hitting it harder, but the guitar still sounds very controlled, and really would work very nicely in the accompaniment role as well as playing fingerstyle as I did earlier. Let me go out by showing you what the guitar sounds like plugged in using the ES2 electronics. I'm going to go into our Fishman Loudbox mini charge amp here. But definitely, if you get a chance to check these Builder's Edition guitars out, do yourself a favor and give them a try. They really kind of show where Taylor's heading with things. A lot of times you can see some new designs, as in this case with a new bridge design and some of these other features that might find their way into other Taylor guitars. But regardless of any of that, they're just beautiful guitars, really excellent playing instruments, and ones that look a little bit different from standard Taylor models. So please come back here to Peghead Nation for more of our gear demos. My name is Teja Gerken, and I'm going to leave you with a little bit of amplified playing on the guitar.